My name is Elizabeth, and I'm nutritional therapist. And I want to talk today about the chart that I posted below. You can see the chart which says choose your POO. So on this chart, you can see 7 types of POO that are listed. And this chart is very famous, and it's called Brighton chart. It's made in the Brighton Hospital, from the Brighton Hospital in UK. And this chart shows you the kind of food that you may have. Like we have from 1 till 7, so 7 different types of food, which can tell a lot about our digestive health and about our overall health. So they shows how is our digestion working, and how is this what we can do about it to correct it. So as I can see, because many people were asking, so what does it mean and why is this important? Yeah, so this is very important because we need to strive to have like a normal food. The normal one is type number 4. It's like a sausage food. And okay, some persons may have like also constipation and diarrhea from time to time, but most of the time we need to strive to have a normal as type number 4. Okay. Then if we go below, like number 3, number 2, and number 1, it's most going to constipation. So number 3 is like a corn look like bunch of grapes and rabbit dropping. So it's going more and more. The person is more constipated. Okay, so what does it mean if the person is constipated? There can be many reasons why the person is constipated. Maybe he's not eating enough fiber food. Maybe not drinking enough water. Maybe he has a slow peristalsis, so slow movement, slow motility of the intestines, of the food going through the intestines. And this can also be connected with the slow thyroid function. Then also, stress can make you constipated, and lack of exercise. So it's not always the diet related constipation. Okay. Then usually the from actually from 5, 6, 7, that's diarrhea, and the person normal stool should be, if person goes to toilet, it should be like 1 to 2 minutes maximum, like my husband is doing. But constipation means that if you're sitting on the toilet, let's say more than 15 minutes or 30 minutes, that means you have a constipation. Okay, so give me hashtag if you're watching live, hashtag live, or if you're watching replay, hashtag replay, please. If you have any questions during this explanation, so let me know. I will try to answer it right away. Okay. So if a person has a type of poo from number 5, 6, or 7, that means he has diarrhea. And it can be caused, let's say, from some bacteria overgrowth, bad bacteria, or the person has ingested some bacteria. There is and the food is not being digested properly and not absorbed. The nutrients are not absorbed, so that's why it's passing fast, and the person has diarrhea, so loose stool. That also stress can cause diarrhea too. So the brain is connected with the gut, and sometimes, before exam or before some interview, people have diarrhea, right? We feel it. And yeah, so what we can do about this? So there are we can the person must eat fiber. So there are soluble and insoluble fiber. So soluble fiber is making the stool more jelly, so it's absorbed the water. It's water soluble fiber, and this is very good for the constipation, and also for the diarrhea, because it's making the stool more normal. And soluble fiber we can find in food like oats, like linseeds, chia seeds, and it's also this fiber is very good because it's also lowering the cholesterol levels and improving the sugar in the blood. So it's good for diabetes. So this is making the stool softer, and it's regulating and to the person to have more normal stool. Okay. But the insoluble fiber, it's more hard on the digestion, and it's not digested. So this is fiber like acting like a broom in the intestines. So it's like scratching, it's moving the food faster. So this fiber, it's making more loose stools. So this one, it's not good for diarrhea because it can aggravate the symptoms. So insoluble fiber is like the lentils, celery stick, beans, pulses, and the skin of the fruit, like on the apple, on the peach, or any fruit. The skin is insoluble fiber. The important thing is the soluble is much more better than the insoluble, because when bacteria digest the soluble fiber, it they create butyrate, which is important for healing the gut lining. So for healing the leaky gut. So we need to increase the soluble fiber much more. Then also the stress can make diarrhea worse. So it's also and for constipation and for diarrhea. Stress can be very disturbing to our digestion. And alcohol can irritate the gut and can act like a laxative. Also coughing. Coffee. So we know for the constipation, this is good. So we can take coffee to move our bowel, to have an easy poo. Okay, so this can affect quality of life. So if the person has constipation or diarrhea, it can really affect their life. So some people are trying everything. If you're trying everything, eating properly, healthy food, not eating gluten, sugar, dairy, and they still don't feel well. So the person can feel depressed and devastated, frustrated that something is not working. So maybe it's not that food that he's avoiding. Maybe there is some other food that is triggering this effect, or maybe it's the stress causing. So you need to look outside the food. So maybe it's the lack of movement, or lack of drinking water, lack of sleep, or toxins, too much toxins. So it can be caused from many factors. So it's not only food related. So we need to look at the bigger picture. Okay. So then also we need to look at the color of the poo. So color of the poo can be different. So the color, the normal color of the poo should be from light brown to dark brown. Okay. So bile is making the color of the food. And if it's more yellowish, that means the bile is not being digested, or there is a problem with the gallbladder. It's not being reabsorbed, so it's problem with the gallbladder maybe. Or if the stool is more darker, it's like black, that means it's the person maybe has been eating dark leafy greens, or taking iron supplements. If there is blood in the stool, that means maybe from some hemorrhoids in the colon. Um, then also, if it's not hemorrhoids, then can be colon cancer or something more serious. But if it's like very dark, like old blood, maybe there is some bleeding in a upper digestion of the GI tract. Okay. So the color of the poop is very important. So we need to be aware of this and monitor our poop, because it's telling a lot about our health and our digestion. Okay, so that was all for today. If you have any questions, you can comment below or send me a message. Okay, see you next time. Bye.